going on, guys? So today we actually are over at a buddy's house that bought a 2017 Silverado Crew Cab LTX or LTZ. So it's like the leather, really nice interior and stuff. And got into a little fender bender, so we're fixing it. Yeah, just a little. That frame's good. That'll buff out, right? So he actually got a new frame in, and we're gonna be putting that on. Well, basically pulling the rest of it off. We already got the cab off. So we'll get this all figured out and fixed up. We'll probably put you on time lapse for most of it. But we do have a lot of stuff coming. Like, he got some new tires for it. We got a lift kit that we're actually gonna put, what, 7 inches? Yeah, so the 7-inch lift kit. Yeah, and a bunch of new parts. So we'll probably be doing the lift kit on a separate video so we can have more, you know, show you how to do that on these newer trucks. And we'll have no cab in the way. We'll be doing it on the frame by itself. So stay tuned. Enjoy. We are right now pulling the motor, basically just trying to get everything unhooked from the motor. We already got the drive shaft out and the exhaust unhooked, drive shaft out of the way, spare tires out. We're basically going to be pulling the motor off, setting it into the ground, and then we just got to pull all the brake lines, the fuel tank. So it's gonna be a long day, but we should be able to get most of this done. Pretty much leave the motor in one piece with the tranny and the transfer case. We're not even disconnecting the exhaust off the headers. We're gonna go right there.
Or you get one pull, the better.
Yeah, the less you take apart now, the less you gotta put back together later. Alright guys, so we got the motor out. We're going to, I think, attack the rear diff next and pull all that out and the fuel tank and stuff like that, and then we're probably going to end up working on the front and the brake lines all at the same time. I ended up, while they were doing part of the motor, I ended up pulling the harness, the body harness that went across. So, but once we get the rear diff and stuff out, we'll be able to attack the exhaust and stuff, because we can't get it out right now, especially on the ground like this. And then, yeah, that was fun and sketchy. But we got body mounts moved over. I'm just gonna do what? What'd you say? Green fluid? Oh yeah, AC die. All right. So keep watching. Alright, so if you can see, we've got the fuel tank out. We're working on brake lines. Exhaust, we got the exhaust out because we can't get to that bolt right there for the leaf spring, which is really dumb because this bolt for the leaf spring, for the shackle here, you have to take the hitch out, which we were going to lift up on the hitch to lift the diff out, but we can't. So, no, because if you only got like an inch and you got to pull a 5-inch bolt out, there's just, I don't think there's not enough room right there, so we got to pull this out of our way, which is kind of annoying. But and it's what, 22 back here and 15/16 for the front because it's not quite 23 or 24. Yeah, all the bolts are still in. We just took all the nuts off. The nut should be laying down there somewhere unless you picked it up, because it rattled off. Anyway, we're getting there, getting there. So rear diff's almost unhooked completely. Well, you got the e-brake line, and you already got the other brake lines, And we got all the bolts out of the shackles and the front mounts. Yes, that one's barely hanging in there. And so really all we got to do is drop the hitch, knock the bolts out. The shocks are already off. We're good to go. We can roll it back. And then we got to play like, you got to roll it real funny. Yeah, he's just getting all the brake line. All those stupid brake line mounts are like clips. Is that one of them clips where you pull the center up? Yeah, so all the brake, we can, the cool thing is when it got hit, that front brake line just bowed farther back, so we might be able to like get away with not replacing any of the brake lines. It might be a clean bend where we just basically lay them back on the frame, clip them all in with these clips where you pull up here and in the center, pull up on the center, and then it pops out. So it, like when you push the center in, it spreads that. So yeah, let's pull the hitch. We'll drop this guy down, pull the hitch and or the receiver, and we'll pull them bolts out. Stay tuned. Alright, so got wiring done, got the hitch on, got the spare tire mount. I mean, it's unreal the amount of crap that you have to take off a frame to put on another frame. I mean, it's everything. Literally everything. It's nuts. You don't really think about it until you start doing it. Got the brake lines. Actually, we'll be able to save, because this one right here doesn't even have a bad spot on it. It looks like it just bent a little bit, but it's still in good shape. So we'll be able to just bleed that and be done. Now we're addressing the front, which we got it up on jack stands, and we're gonna start tearing this thing apart. Which, like I said, we got a lift kit, which I don't know if we're gonna show you that if we have time. I might still be here tonight to help with the lift kit. I know you gotta go soon, but
yeah, Shelby just texted me.
So yeah, we'll be able to address all this stuff, which is, yeah, that is all jammed in there. I don't know if the rack's bad or not. If the rack's bad, then we're pretty much gonna have to wait until he gets one, because it'll be a lot easier to put this in without the motor in the way. So. Guys, so we pretty much got this frame completely stripped off. There's nothing left. As you can tell, the damage is pretty bad, but yeah, it's ready to be chopped up because
someone's taken the back half from,
yeah,
I don't know if you can see it though, where they splice the frame.
Yeah, where they go from like a longer bed to a short bed, and so right here it's spliced for like the long. This is the long bed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone he works with wants it for the back half to make his a long bed from a short bed. So we're gonna cut it up. This front half's pretty much trash. It's actually twisted pretty good, because like that one jack stand right there's not even touching.
Yeah, wait.
So it's it's doing a lot back there. But yeah, so we got that done.
For moral support.
Right. So we got that done. We got this actually pretty much all assembled. There's only a few, like there's a splash shield there. We have to do the rear lift on it still. We were just trying to get it so this is mobile. But we'll have to take the U-bolts off, you know, drop this down and do that. That'll be a whole nother. We'll do a review. Yeah, we're gonna do a review on the lift kit and what we think about it. So check that video out when it comes out. And we do have an Instagram. Check us out, Grandma's Garage _. So we'll try to put that in the link or the description below. We did get the front lift. Pretty much, it's all ready to go. It's got the new spindles on it. It's got the lower cross member. We actually had to cut a chunk. We'll go over that in the review. But it's ready to go. We just have to connect our brake lines and bleed everything. But yeah, it's pretty much, we're gonna chop that guy up the next time we're working on it and roll this one under there, and we're gonna do some undercoating on that guy, and we're pretty much good. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like if you enjoyed it. Share it, whatever. Yeah. Appreciate it for you watching. Catch you guys later.